open YouTube. Hey Siri, open YouTube. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Testing, testing. Is it doing it? Oh, this is proving to be more difficult than expected. Can you even hear me? Oh, okay, hold on, let's see. Oh, it lags. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, so the sound is working. Now, how do I mute this thing? How do I mute it? Hi, hi, hi. If you're welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this live by myself. Um, I'm listening to the settings. How do you mute this thing? I'm really struggling here. I'm trying to set this thing up. Hi, hi. If you're in here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hi in the comments so I can know you're there. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out how I can mute myself in the video on my iPad because I'm trying to listen to the comments as they come in. That's why I got these headphones so I can listen to comments and be able to do live myself. But all I can do is hear myself in the video on this iPad. It's kind of frustrating and I'm trying to figure out how to mute it. If I can find out how to mute the actual video without turning down the volume on the iPad, that would be great. And then I'll be ready to go. But I am having a hard time right now. So welcome, say hi in the comments. Let's see if I even have any comments. Hi, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for my first like. And I would like to try to say your guys' names, but voiceover doesn't really speak your guys' names that well, so I don't want to butcher it. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining if you're watching. This is just the most difficult part of trying to. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna move my keyboard right over here. And then can you guys see me fine in the camera? Am I centered? My voiceover doesn't tell me if I'm centered in the camera when I am trying to go live. When I do videos, like record videos on my iPad or on my phone, it'll tell me like if I'm centered. That's how I know if I'm centered or not. But for a live, it doesn't tell me. So I tried to figure it out beforehand. Okay, so where is the mute option? If you do lives, are you not able to mute a live for whatever reason? Like to actually just mute the video? Do any of you guys know? Otherwise, I might just start speaking and then I'll just go to, you know what, that's probably what I'll do. Hold on, let me see if I got any new comments. Oh my gosh, it's too over. The only thing I really don't like about this is that I have to keep going through comments I already responded to. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and start talking, and then I will go to the comment section and figure out what's going on in the comment section after I talk. I'm going to go ahead and move this over a little bit. So I'm going to talk a little bit. Go ahead and leave any comments or any questions you have, and then I will go down in the comments after like a little bit so I can go and see what you guys are actually saying. But if you don't know who I am, I'm Blackout. I am a deaf and blind woman. Oh gosh. Listening to myself while I'm trying to speak is kind of distracting. But I am deaf and I am blind. I wear hearing aids and I do not see anything at all. I'm completely blind. Um, I've been completely blind for about maybe a year and a half, 2 years now, but I've been blind for 4 years, 2022. Yeah, that's when my vision was really declining then. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you don't know anything about me, I do have videos about my disability. If you have any questions about my disability, how I've been able to do things and stuff, I have my keyboard to help me with navigating my phone. Which, oh, thank you. If you do know me, I've been talking about this keyboard for a little minute now. I'm so excited. Where is it? Where is it? I'm so excited that I got this keyboard. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off this keyboard because I have it connected to my phone. I don't want to accidentally mess up the live. Okay, there we go. And so let me go see if I have any comments real quick. Stay? Is that what it said? I can call you Stay. Hold on, let me. Is it K? Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, it did say Stay. Okay, I can call you Stay. Hey, Stay. Stray Kids? Is that the Korean boy band? I've heard of them. I've heard of them. I think I might have heard like a song or two of theirs. If that's what you're talking about. I don't want to just be assuming. I know I like BTS. I had a crush on Sugar. Don't tell anyone. I surely did. He was my. Thank you. What did it say? Explorer. Thank you. Explorer 85X. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I heard Stray Kids. If that's who you're talking about, the Korean boy band. Um, I think I might have heard a song or two of theirs. I don't really remember. Like I said, I was the only really Korean boy band that I was like really into was BTS. I like a lot of their songs, um, like Mic Drop, Spring Day. I really love Spring Day from BTS. What other song? I listened to a whole bunch like of theirs like years ago. I don't really listen to it that much more. I'm trying to like I had like I don't know why none of the songs are coming to me, but Yeah, I enjoyed them a lot. I liked. What did I like? What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? There was a few of them. I liked a few of the K-pop bands, but BTS was the only one I was really out here for real, like listening to hardcore. I watched like their music videos over and over and over again. Like I did like their dance moves and stuff, like their older stuff. I don't know if they still release music. I think the last time I heard they were like they're doing their army thing, like their military service. But I haven't really listened to any of their songs after like 2020, 2020 maybe. Hi. It's like King Sean. Hi, King Sean. I think that's what it said. I'm using voiceover to listen to to your name. So sorry if I butcher it. Voiceover is a bit illiterate. If only I can just get myself muted. I will. There is a like a what is that called? There's a website called Speech Chat that I would like to. I wanted to connect it to my YouTube so it can just read the comments as they come through because I have to try to scroll through all the comments and then go scroll through the comments I've already listened to. So it looks like I'm just out here, and I gotta go through it over and over and over and over and over again to it. If I can get the speech chat thing set up, but initially, because it's not really voiceover friendly, so I have to initially get someone to help me set that up, and then if I can get that set up, maybe I'm not really sure, but maybe it'll just like I just log into the website and it will just start speaking and connect automatically. Maybe I wish it was voiceover friendly. I wish a lot of these websites were a little bit more voiceover. TikTok is terrible. I was trying to do a TikTok video and like just post a video on TikTok, and it automatically has a song and I can't remove the song, or if I change the song and then I try to edit it because the volume might be too loud and it just automatically adds a song on there. I don't want this song, so I change it to a different one of all the options, try to lower the volume, and then I know there's a little check mark there to just select to confirm, and you can move on and go to the next to be able to post it. It won't register that for whatever reason, so I'm just stuck there just listening to the video on loop on loop on loop and not getting. So I hate TikTok for accessibility. I don't know if there's any other blind creators that use TikTok and they're able to add music and stuff like that. If it does just out of like, I don't mind if it doesn't have music added, but it automatically adds the music for me, and I'm like, what is happening right now? And I can't remove it. So I would like to use it, but TikTok, I need TikTok to get this game up. Let me go ahead and see if I got any new comments real quick. Let me check. Let me check. And then I hate that this voiceover keeps starting over. Okay, so I would like to just sit here and talk. I would like sitting here talking and chatting with you guys because it's just as fun for me. And if I can figure out how to just do that and let it run a little bit more smoothly, that would be great. That would be awesome. I'll be out here like every week, maybe twice a week, just chit chatting. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I got going on right now in my life. Um, oh, quick little thing. I was talking to my mom like a few days ago, a couple weeks ago. Like sometimes I'm just so slow. So she was telling me how she wants to try bookkeeping, and I was like, bookkeeping, like, yeah, you want to bookkeeping? What is that? Like I've heard of bookkeeping. I was like, I've heard of it before. Like for whatever reason, it wasn't registering in my mind. So I was like, what's bookkeeping? In my mind, because she does all her most of her life, she's done like um, childcare, and then there was a few times where she done housekeeping and stuff like that. So, and she really, really, really likes books. She has a lot of books, and so when we just moved out from our house, she had to put some books, or give her. She's a book hoarder a little bit, and so in my in my mind, she said she wanted to bookkeeping. I was like, what's that? Like you just going to keep? She's like, keep people books. I'm like, so you're just going to keep people books for them? Like other people that have like a lot of books and they they need more room or space and they don't want to put it in storage, so they just give you their books for you to keep, like to watch their books, to make sure their books don't you know, I don't know, like you just gonna be watching people's books. She was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. She's like, I was like, what books? Like, you don't know what bookkeeping is? Like keeping books, like managing their book. And I was like, oh. And I just started cracking up laughing, and I was like, she was like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, because I'm so stupid. Like, I was really just out here thinking she was about to be keeping people books for them and making sure they don't, I guess, rock it dusty. I don't know. Like, I was like, there's a job for everything. So I was just cracking up. She started laughing. I was like, yeah, I'm just so stupid. Like, that's really what I was out here thinking. Because I was like, that's what. How did I, how was my day going before my live? What? It was actually going to be okay. I forced myself to go ahead and put some clothes on today and to get a little bit more presentable. But today was going fine. I was, what was I doing? I was on TikTok, like I mentioned, and I was just thinking about all the things that I would like to do and trying to do and just really get my feet back on the ground. I do want to, in the sometime soon, if I can get enough money to be able to buy, I want to do a I need to go through a cleanse, like a 30-day cleanse, like really just flush my body. My body needs a reset for real. I need to just clean everything out. That's something I've my body's just been feeling really, mm, you know, just and so I'm going to do that soon as my sister will go to, because if you try to order it online, it's so expensive. But she said it was cheaper in person to go get the stuff that I need. So I'm gonna have her go to the store to get the stuff that I need so I can do a nice little detox out of my body and just have my body be empty of any waste that's just been stored up there. I need it out. Like I need it out like yesterday. It's kind of scary sometimes. Thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to hear it. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to hear the rest of your comment. Okay. Yeah. I probably would come in every day. Not only would it help, like, because I think it would help me too, like, and help whoever I speak to, because it's nice to just let things down, not let things, like, just sitting there in your mind, just thinking things, and you're just thinking, and it's nice to let it out and just find people that are like-minded or that probably need to hear it or see someone that's going through something and really just know that, you know what, it's going to be okay. Just to relate to and stuff like that. That's the main reason why I even started my YouTube, not only for me, but for others that are like me or similar to me or they don't have to be disabled or anything. It's just, just the same, that's on the same kind of journey or route or anything like that. Also, yeah, I think the cleanse would be really nice. Do you do any cleanse? Have you ever done a cleanse? What type of cleanse have you done? I think it'd be really great. This one's a different one I haven't done. I'm a little scared to be on the TMI on that toilet, but it gotta come out. It all gotta come out. It's better out than in. It's really gross just being in there and festering and making me sick and things. I know it's really awkward for people to talk about, but this is this real life fact. This is real life. I do enjoy this though because let me see if you said anything else. Okay. Oh, this is hurting my ear a little bit, like the hearing aid that's right there. I need to get a what do I need to get? There's like a little thing. My sister had one before. It was like a thing to clean your ears out because like the hearing aids really just push like wax deep in there. I need to get because my hearing got a little worse, and I needed it. Like it's kind of like I don't like that it got worse. I'm already blind. Like I really don't want to be fully deaf too. Like that would probably no. I don't go over the edge. Like, but it feels like you would. A lot of people feel like I've heard people, kind of telling me that if they were deaf and blind, they would, themselves. And I probably felt like that too, like before I went blind and things. I'm probably like, that's just so depressing. I wouldn't want that. And I probably, but now that I'm in it, especially like if I ever went blind, I would. Now that I'm in it, you just realize like you're a little bit stronger than you think. You kind of adapt things. And so when I feel like, oh, if I go completely deaf and blind too, it's just like my life is over. I don't want to have to go through experiencing that, but I wonder how strong I would be handling that. I don't know. That's depressing to think about. I'm not even gonna think about that anything anymore. I'm gonna move on. Moving on to something else. Um, I think I'll. Oh. I've been using iMovie. I use iMovie on my iPad and my MacBook. I got a little bit better at it. This keyboard, thank goodness I have this keyboard now because I'm able to do a little bit more now. It's not what I would like to do, and it's not doing the most, but even just simple, like the simple things I can do. So maybe, hopefully, my videos will be a little bit better. Like I can edit it a little bit better. Maybe I'll get an intro in there or something. I figured out how to get some music on there. I gotta do it. It's it's a very long learning process, but to see where I've come from and getting just to see the amount of progress that I have done so far and compared to the progress where I had before, like, or not the progress, but where I started and how difficult it was, I'm like, oh, at least I'm able to get this much because before I wasn't even able to do this. So that's been really exciting for me to realize that I'm getting a little better and I'm starting to. So I'm really happy about that. Um, I'm really excited about that. Let me see if I got any other comments real quick. And if you have any new visitors in the on the if I have any new visitors, go ahead and say hi and tell me where you're from and know where I'm reaching. Thank you for the compliment saying I'm doing really good on my life. Export 95X, I think that's what it's saying. Do you have a name I can call you? Um, so I can say that name. Because like I said, voiceover is a little illiterate. I wonder how long I'm going to do this for. You're from Earth and you live everywhere. That's a good answer. Mateo. Is it Mateo or Matteo? Say number one for Mateo, number two for Matteo. One Mateo, two. I forgot what I how I even said it. One Mateo, two Matteo. Mateo. Why does it keep every time I try to get to that comment to hear it, voiceover decides it doesn't want to read it and it starts all over from the top, from somewhere else, and I gotta find the comment again. So I think Mateo, Mateo. Am I saying it right? Just say yes if I'm saying it right. No if I'm not, because I think you said it was Mateo. Mateo. Now I'm not even saying the name at all. Mateo, 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 like Like potato, potato, like potato. What is wrong with them? Oh, I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Because I know there's a few different ways, and the voiceover said Mateo, not Mateo, it said Matteo. And I know someone who pronounces it Matteo as their name, and then others who pronounces it Mateo. So, hold on, let me see. What What's my name? They call me Blackout. You can call me Blackout. One second. Okay. All right. Oh, this is in my ear a little bit. What time is it? How long have I been doing this for? I'm trying to see how long I'm gonna want to do this for. I guess I'll just do it until I'm just like, hold on, trying to see something here. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna get back into whatever I was talking about. If there's anything you guys wanna go ahead and know and hear and all that stuff. Otherwise, I might just break out into a song and do a little shimmy shake, a little shimmy shimmy. I'm very random and goofy a lot of the times, so I'm sorry. I just started thinking about something. 1 minute, hold on. I'm trying to grab onto it before the thought leaves. Don't you hate that when you think of something or you're trying to remember something and then the thought just slips away and you're trying to hold on to it and grab it real quick to make sense of it? That's what I'm trying to do on something right now. So 1 minute, give me some quiet, give me some space. Hold on. Okay, it's gone, so it's not coming back. Well, I got a gist of what the thought was, but I don't know what the relevance was, why I even had the thought, what I was gonna say. So wiping that thought away. On another note, oh, another thing is I'm trying to do. I be trying to do too much. I really do. Like I feel like one time someone told me that asked me, "Do you maybe have ADHD?" And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think I have it. I do have like not necessarily like a focus issue. It's just like I'm kind of like want to do a lot of different things. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I like I be on just one thing. Oh, I can do this too. Like just not necessarily like in everyday life, just like projects or things that I want to do. I guess like I have my YouTube, I have my writing my books, and then like oh I want to do this other idea for this other I want. That's what I got going on. Then I got like multiple projects, and I gotta try to stay on track and make sure I stay on that one thing. Like different books that I want to write, and then you kind of get over that one book, and you're like, I'm over this. I want to go write this other book that popped up in my head, and I'm really passionate about it. Let me go ahead and write this out, and I'm kind of like that, and I'm trying to be more focused. And I think now that I'm blind, though, it's a little harder to stay focused on writing the book. I'm trying. I really am staying focused, but it's a little harder because I was so visual when I could see. So when I write things and stuff, I looked at it and I see how the lines and the words mesh together. Where I want to switch it up, read out, read it to myself. Like, okay, this, no, I want this. So I was able to edit and go as I go. Now all I can do is type and listen and I'm trying to organize everything in my mind alone or trying to hear it alone versus I need to see things to be able to organize the things. And so that's been a hurdle I've been trying to overcome and get used to this new way of being, thinking, doing things, especially in writing. So that's been a bit hard. Let me see if I got any comments. You have a question. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to see your comment right now. Hold on, because sing my lungs though. Even though I can't sing in the your ears. Hold on. You have a question. Did you ask the question or is voiceover skipping over your question? What is your question? Yeah, what's your question? I don't think you asked it. Go ahead and ask your question and we'll see if I can answer it. But yeah, I do be singing out my words and my notes, and I'll bust out into a song if I know a song that goes along with anything I just said or anything someone else just said. I'm gonna bust out into that song, or I might just sing my words. It really don't matter. People like, shut up, you can't sing. I'm like, okay, and you're gonna get these vocals. If I'm feeling it in my chest and in my heart, it's gonna come out. If I could hear that you, I'll be able to sing out like, oh my God, bless me with some vocals. I'm gonna bless the people with my voice. I'm trying to hear the question. Oh my gosh, voiceover needs to stop with it. Like, why are you doing this to me? I'm trying to hear the question. I got half of the question. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, yeah, I got the question. Is there a whistling noise? Oh, probably a whistling sound outside or anything. But yes, I got the question. The question was if I can imagine or visualize things in my mind from past events before I would lie. I sure can. I can still picture things in my mind. I still have dreams. And honestly, even right now, as I'm talking to you, even though I can't see the camera, I'm probably not even looking at the camera. Am I even looking in the right direction? Who knows? But even though my vision is just a blanca, nothing's here, in my mind, I'm imagining the camera on the tripod in front of me. I'm imagining the and the light. I'm imagining the walls and the things that are in here, even though I can see them and how much is. I'm like, I didn't even know this here when I bump into something, and then, or if I touch something, I imagine what it would look like. So I can still picture things. Um, Even when I go, like, like if there was a memory from earlier today, and I was talking to my mom, I would imagine the memory in my head of what she looked like, what she was wearing, what she was doing, what I was like doing, like as if I was actually seeing her do it. Even though it might not be what she looked like and what she was doing at all, but I remember the way she looked or what she wore and all that stuff from before I was blind. So that's the image that'll come up in my mind. So she could probably look older, or my a family member that's younger, and 4 years later they got older. I still imagine them at the age of 5 instead of the age of 9. So when I'm doing anything, it's from when they were 5 doing something. I mean, I can hear their voice and I can hear the maturity as they got older in their voice and stuff. And I can probably try to imagine them being a little older and what they would look like and try to age them up in my mind to match the voice. But yeah, it will go from what they look like so when they were younger. So that's how that's in my mind. Let me see if I got anything else going on. Which I thought that was I thought that was interesting. I didn't realize I was doing that at a certain point until one day I was like, wait a minute. Like I have a memory, but there's an image accompanying that memory, and while I was blind, and I do it. It just my mind does it to make up for the lack of not being able to see. Since it's been able to see, like my mind has been able to see visuals for all my life for the most part, and then now it's gone. It's like it's making up things to fill in those blanks. Really, really. Hold on. You can see, but you can't visualize in your mind's eye. Really? What? Okay, wait. You ate spaghetti out of a toilet once. I imagine it wouldn't taste well. But you just realized, I just realized that people couldn't visualize in their mind. I just learned that. Um, Before you just said that, I just realized that I've seen videos of that and people like, can you imagine an apple and vivid? And they're like, yeah. And I realized other people can't. Like, I learned that. I was like, that took me that took me aback a little bit because I didn't know that. Like the way people minds and things, it really made me think about that. Like the way people's minds differ and how we process information differently, and able to do all of those things. Like some can't think in their mind, like have words or hear the voice in their head, or even some people have to imagine the words. They won't hear the words; they just see the words, I guess. Which I thought that was fascinating, interesting. I was like, this is also interesting. So you can, so you can't like picture anything at all. Can you hear your thoughts or hear things? Like, how does that work? Like, if you was to imagine something, if someone says like imagine an apple, you can't see the actual apple. You can't picture like a green apple. What do you do? I heard someone like I seen like in a video or something. It's like they pictured like the description of it, like words. I'm not sure. Like, how does that work, really? I'm really interested. I never, I don't think I know anyone who can't visualize in their mind. I didn't really speak about it too much, but the few people that I did mention this to, they usually picture things. So I never really had anyone I can ask directly about this. I hope you were kidding. That wouldn't be great. Really. It'd just be blank, like a black thing, or just, I mean, a blank. Hmm. That's very interesting to me. Are you the only one you know that can't visualize, or does everyone you know, or mostly everyone you know, don't really visualize in their mind eye? Like, how did you just find that out? Like, figure that out that people can visualize images in their mind. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on. Oh, you're the only one you know. Yeah, I imagine that's a little bit more rare. Although I just like I've, it's too descriptive. Is that a symptom of not being able to visualize? It's too descriptive. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a different way of being able to think and stuff. Like I said, I find it fascinating, different being able to process different things. It really shows how we're like different. But people think like, oh, they should do this, should know. But really, it's like, wait, they didn't think about it like that. They have a little different way of thinking than how you may think or assume things should be. So I think that's really interesting, and how you're able to do all of that. So I'm hearing a noise. Wait a minute. Yeah, so I'm like now that it's like you can. I'm just trying to imagine it, like not to be able to, like to be able to describe things so much detail without being able to see it. Like my mind is being blown. I'm trying to fathom it. It's like when I. This is like when I figured out that when I was looking up how to use voiceover on my MacBook, and I found like a tutorial on YouTube, and they were talking about a Mac Mini that you don't have to use a display with, and I was like, why wouldn't you use a display with your Mac Mini? Now this was like a few months ago, and I understand the concept because my MacBook Pro, I don't need the screen. It's in my way actually. Like I don't look at it at all. But to imagine using just a keyboard and you're just hearing it. All you need is a keyboard and have voiceover over on, and you just. But to not have the screen, like it took me a minute to really accept that, even though I understood. I was just like, you're really just sitting there without a screen, even though if you're completely blind, you don't need the screen. It's useless. It's in your way. So that really took me by surprise. Like going blind really opened me up to a lot of different things that I never even thought about before, and it's wild. Oh, does it? It makes it easier to meditate, really? Oh, I would imagine because like then they gotta sit there and you gotta like empty your mind of all the things and stuff. How do you think? Can you hear your thoughts? I wonder. Not saying if you can't see, then you can't hear your thoughts. I'm just curious because I just recently learned about that too. So yeah, so I was just like, I find it interesting learning about other people and all the things and stuff. It's really just fascinating just to see how different uh, people actually are. We just look at them and this is them like, oh, you do it like this. Like this is the one way to do it. And really, that's not the one way. That's not the one way to be. I'm talking it all day. You ever get to the point where, because you say you turn your head all day, you ever get to the point in your head where you want to be like, shut up, leave me alone, boy. I recently had something like that. Not recently, like some months ago, where I just got fed up with myself. I was tired of myself. Oh my God, shut up, shut up, shut up. You just like leave me alone for a minute. You like I started to annoy my own self. And it's just like, ugh, but you can't even escape from your own self for even a few minutes because you follow you wherever you go. So I was really frustrated that day because I was just like, oh my gosh, stop. You make music, you create in your mind all day. And I'm trying to see what other comments I might have missed. Yeah, that can be the. Oh my gosh, yes, what's from God and what's not, because you're trying to do all kinds of things. They be trying to tell you all kinds of stuff, and it's really just trying to have you out here doing the most. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, I'm getting a little passionate about it right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, because especially when it comes to your mind wants to go ahead and try to tell you things that's not true and have you thinking things, and you really got to fight it. Like, it's a constant uphill battle, trying to fight your own thoughts, trying to fight yourself, trying to fight your flesh desires, all those things, for lies, the temptation. It's it's a battle. That's all. Like, that's just a battle. Trying to fight those lies can be crazy. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Hi, welcome. If you're new to my video, go ahead and leave. Say hi, leave a comment, because I would like to chat with you. And let me know where you're from too. You don't have to tell me to say none of that. Just what country are you from? Because I'm really interested. I didn't know that my stuff would. When I think about making my YouTube and uploading video, I just think about people in America, like people in my country. I don't think about people in Canada or maybe Canada, but I don't really think about that. But overseas and stuff, like in South Africa and freaking UK and all those things, Russia. Like, people in Russia watched me all the way across the seas and the oceans. My mind is just I didn't go there. Hold, hold on, I'm trying to see something here. Okay. Thank you for the encouragement. Kind of ways. You've been a real one for real. Yeah. Um, it takes, a lot of time. Like, I didn't, to really be able to understand these certain things and stuff. Like, before I was blind. Like, after I went blind, I realized I was already blind. It just took a minute for my body, my physical body, to catch up. I was already, like, spiritually blind. I thought I was, and I was like, God got me, God this, God. Like, I'm okay and still do whatever I want to do, and I'm going to be fine. God's going to protect me, and I don't, nobody going to tell me nothing. I wasn't wild or anything. I wasn't out here wild and out of control or anything like that. But I was still thinking I can just do and think what I